Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite for iOS, where today we are taking on Crimson Fatalis. It took me another 3 quests to actually bring down that last Fatalis, so clearly I wasn't doing terribly well against it. Which does not bode well here, because there's going to be no Dragonator and no Portcullis to use. Wow, I really tripped over my tongue in that sentence. But I have swapped over to my Bomb Cat, because I'm pretty sure Fatalis can't be paralyzed, and without that, my other cat is basically worthless. So, yeah. Now we're fighting a Crimson Fatalis in a Cantor's house. Well, hello. So, I can see it's got more flight-based moves, just like it did in 4U. I wonder if it will also have more fire-based moves. Do you call down meteors? Looks like you do. Though it seems either they don't happen to go directly in front of you, or maybe there's just not much warning for when they're about to land something. No, there's definitely a bright spot on the ground. Yeah, it looks like they don't go directly in front of them. Also, ow. This is not going to go as well as the regular Fatalis. I can tell that already. And the regular Fatalis did not go well. So basically what I'm trying to say is clearly this is just going to be an amazing quest. And I figured I'd bring some flashes just to see if they could work. I doubt they will. But if they do, then they'll make a huge difference for me. Oh, he gets this little slap, too. Regular Fatalis didn't use that in any of the 4 times I tried to fight it. So, Crimson Fatalis is clearly a much larger change from regular Fatalis, at least in high rank in this game, than it was in Monster Hunter 4. Because in Monster Hunter 4, Crimson Fatalis was basically regular Fatalis, but with its claw swipe had Blast on it, and beyond there it could call down meteors. And that was, well, it also did flying things. So I guess it's about the same level of change, just instead of getting Blast on the slap, it gets a slap on the slap. Yeah, someone's about to do some flying stuff. Yeah, it looks like the flash did nothing, which honestly didn't surprise me in the least. Okay, I guess you can, like, float your way around a little. Why am I able to see the map? Is that just normal for here? Because, oh, it's that it's so small that you can see the entire map, including the base camp, from here just naturally. I need to actually hit this thing. Because if I'm not scoring hits, then what am I even doing here? Okay, unfortunately, because that step has a hitbox, the crotch isn't quite as safe on this Crimson Fatalis as it is in later gens. Which is a little unfortunate. I liked having the crotch be just the safest spot to be. It was silly and useful. Ow. Don't gotta slap me just because I'm trying to put a hammer on your crotch. Seems this cat's also going to spend a lot of time just being dead and not using bombs, but the times where it does use bombs are going to be a lot more potent than the times where my other cat just used its weapon. Sure, go ahead and yell and thereby prevent me from hitting you twice in a row. Could have been 3. Yeah, the fact that that step has a hitbox bothers me. The hitbox, if memory serves, isn't like... It doesn't affect towards his right leg, or at least it's not as large there. So if I'm on his right side, then it's not so bad. And wow, cat pulled out a bomb, but it didn't explode when the cat got flinched. That's sad, because that was a not terrible bomb, too. Does this cat need earplugs or something? Because the fact that a roar can cause the bomb to get put away is something. Also, I've noticed something. In my last 4 attempts on the regular Fatalis, I don't know if it's just a high rank thing or if it's just all Fatalises in this game, but it never used the kind of sit and sweep move where it kind of raises its butt up, then sits down and sweeps its tail in a huge arc, which I had always associated with Fatalis. I would have sworn that it was a move originally from Fatalis rather than Mirrorless, even though Mirrorless is where I first saw it. Because Fatalis, like, you look at this thing and look at that tail. So when they gave the sit and sweep to Fatalis in Monster Hunter 4, okay, I guess being on that foot doesn't help either. And when they gave the sit and sweep to Fatalis in Monster Hunter 4, I was thinking, like, oh yeah, that just makes sense that Fatalis would have that move. Look at that tail. Yeah, haven't seen it even once here in Freedom Unite. So maybe they give it to it in G rank, or maybe it was a Mirrorless original. But either way, it seems kind of silly that it wouldn't be on just every Fatalis. It would be even sillier still if it was actually on no Fatalises until Monster Hunter 4. If it's a Mirrorless original move when Fatalis has a much more splendid tail, then yeah, that would just be odd. So it's pretty clear to me that we're not going to be getting face breaks here. Because unlike regular Fatalis, this guy is not nearly as content to fly everywhere and come down in a straight line. Whereas regular Fatalis was flying near constantly, and every time it did, I'd at least have a chance to get a hit on the face. But this guy, since he can do his, like, glide move, I lose that chance, and since he doesn't fly as much, yeah. Those face breaks are not going to be easy to get playing solo with a hammer. Which is honestly fine by me, because I don't need Crimson Fatalis parts for anything that I care about. White Fatalis, on the other hand, the White Fatalis hammer is pretty good. I mean, looking at its stats, I'd argue that it's the best dragon hammer in the game. Not by a huge margin. The Dragon Breaker G is actually surprisingly good and much easier to make. Oh, look at you actually putting your face down for seconds. This guy loves calling down meteors. And honestly, if I was him, I would too. I personally feel that Mirrorless has a better reason to be calling down meteors, though. Oh, looks like someone is angry. Hopefully that means he's soft, just like it does in later games. And nope, it clearly means he's hard. That is the opposite of later games. Well, I did bring some of these. Unfortunately, he doesn't stay down long after you knock him down. Because otherwise, I'd be able to actually get some face hits. But no. We are really sucking down potions. We should be safe here. Yeah. And then this last one will be even farther still, but we're fine. And now that he's coming down, even the face bounces? Well, that's just wrong. Is this like White Fatalis' armor mode where it's based on health percentage? Because if so, I am not going to be a happy camper for the rest of this quest. Now, hopefully this just ends with rage, and rage ends with time, because otherwise we are going to be bouncing for the rest of the quest, which is bad. How did they go from this to having rage make everything softer in 4? I mean, I definitely appreciate that they did. Like, even White Fatalis' armor mode in 4U was significantly better than White Fatalis' armor mode in this game, because, yeah, rather than being health-based, it was rage-based, and even when it was raging, its chest and face did not bounce things. Yeah, please do not tell me that this is just going to be the rest of the quest, because if it is, I doubt we're going to be able to reach the damage threshold that we need in order to not fail the quest, in order to actually get it to run away. Or die. Dying would be better, but I am under no misconceptions about my ability to do enough damage here. Considering I was getting to that 30% threshold that causes it to run away in like 30 minutes instead of the 25 that it'll automatically run away after for regular Fatalis. And regular Fatalis did not have armor mode. And yet, this doesn't seem to be ending. Okay. It ended. Of course it ended right as I said. It doesn't seem to be ending. And of course the wind would stop my sharpening. And then the wind would get me almost tickled by the tail. Which of course also means almost fireballed. And then of course I would miss the face. Okay, have fun flying against the wall. So, fun fact about Fatalises in this game. They're immune to paintballs. Because as you can see, I tossed a paintball at it, and I hit it. And yet the map still doesn't show us where it is. Truly, Fatalis's location is a mystery. There. Got some nose hits. Gotta get more, though. Ugh. When our hammer's out, we can't actually get out of the way of those in time if they choose to go for us. And we certainly can't if we're drinking a Mega Potion when they land. If only it stayed down long enough for me to actually get to and hit its face, like even once. Okay, that hand was nowhere near me, but I guess the crotch also has a hitbox. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, he's focused on our cat. That means we can heal, no problem. I'm just gonna give flashing one more try here. It's not gonna work. Of course it wasn't. Because that would be good and convenient for me. We can't have things that are convenient. And since this guy likes to flinch me often enough that I can't really get to the golf swing, just doing repeated super pounds seems to be the order of the day. Though getting golf swings when I can is nice. And there is a chest break. Got hit by the tail end of that roar effect. Excellent. I want my cat back. I want my cat to actually, like, hit the Fatalis with its bombs. Especially big ones. I need more damage to happen is what I'm trying to get at here. Because I can't imagine this thing having less health than the regular Fatalis. Actually, I can. Maybe they would make it have less health to account for the fact that it's in a place where you don't get access to things like Dragonators and Portcullises. Maybe they were nice. Alright, come on down, buddy. I've got this ready for your face. Okay. Needed to release it either earlier or later if I wanted to actually get the face with the good part. I'm sorry to say, Cat, but your bombs don't reach quite high enough here. All right, buddy, come on down. I'll be waiting. Again, earlier or later if I wanted to actually hit the face with the important part. So the explosion is a little bit wider than the ground effect, which is unfortunate for me. At least Crimson Fatalis spends less time in the air. Like, I may have complained about that making me unable to break the face, but in terms of just getting hits in, it's good. And honestly, if I get in 3 times the hits but don't hit the face, then I'm still doing better. Well, unfortunately, this armor mode does not help, and it might just completely take away any gains I was getting from this thing spending time on the ground. I shouldn't have done that just there, because I stopped my cat from actually getting a bomb out. And my cat's bombs are probably the single best thing I have access to right now. Not even probably, they just straight up are. Though I do have bounce bombs. they're worth something. And now I don't have bounce bombs. Which means I just have bounce hammer for the rest of the quest. Unless the base camp has some nice things in it, which it might. But let's be honest, it probably won't. Also, I'm running really low on healing supplies, which is not good, despite what you may have heard to the contrary. Time to get back to the bouncing. Ow. Let's go ahead and use one of these. One of these days, the cooling effect expiring will line up with me not having full stamina again. And we'll use another cool meat. Please, cat, please blow it up. Please. Good, you actually scored a hit. I'm gonna wait until my red health recovers, or that happens. There is definitely not enough time to course correct if a meteor spawns in front of you. Oh, that's right. There's no item box in this base camp, is there? There sure isn't. Well, that's just fantastic. That means this is all the healing we have left for the rest of this quest. Which means that unless this Fatalis does indeed have reduced HP relative to the regular one, we are failing this quest, and hard. Okay, you can fly over there, that's fine. You want to maybe get off the lava? I bet you don't, but... Oh, maybe you do. Glide this way, please. Or just flap down this way. Oh. Quite the dive. But hey, he's off the lava, and he's done being angry, so... That's two things that are helping us do damage. Ah, dang it. You didn't have to fly again. It does seem that we can still use him as an umbrella for the meteors. Problem is the fact that his meteor call and just about everything else has a hitbox that can flinch me. Oh great, he's doing this. Means we gotta get away. Go on and land. Go on and land. Ow. Just letting my red health do its work. Because if we get all of that, then chances are most of its attacks wouldn't one-shot us. Oh, there we go. Those freaking meteors. They mean that you can't stay far, but staying close is also dangerous. I think I'm going to save my max potion until after I take a hit, because most of his attacks will not one-shot me from this territory. At least not when it's not raging. So as long as I get the chance to use the max potion, this is the better way to handle things. Good job, cat. Ooh! Yay! I wasn't expecting to actually clear the quest. And the fact that it fled right at the 25-minute mark is telling me that it does indeed have less health than a regular Fatalis. Which is good, because if it didn't, that would really suck. It did flee, yeah, right at the 25-minute mark. Okay. Certainly could have gone better, but could have gone worse too. I guess being able to hit it so frequently is also helping us. Maybe that was it, and maybe it does have the same health, and we're just able to hit it so much more often that we were able to get this. Who knows? I don't. I haven't done my research. All I know is we drove off Crimson Fatalis. And I sincerely hope it does not take 3 more quests to actually bring it down. Because I need to kill 2 Fatalises in order to unlock the high-rank White Fatalis. Well, 2 more than I have killed already. And to be quite frank, if it's going to take 7 more quests to do that, I might just not. But what I can say is that that's it for this episode, and join us next time when I think we're going to be doing some work towards unlocking some G-rank Fatalises. Because there are some quests involved in that, like we need to complete all the G-rank weapon training quests with at least 1 weapon each. And we need to clear all the G-rank Elder Dragon quests up to and including the first Fatalis. And we also need to do all G3 Epic Hunting quests. So yeah, we're going to get started on that kind of stuff. And we'll do the high-rank White Fatalis if and when I unlock it. And otherwise, we'll go straight to the G-rank Fatalises. Basically, what I'm saying is that I'll be working on unlocking the G-rank Fatalises, and if I happen to unlock the high-rank White Fatalis during that time, we'll take a break from the work towards unlocking the G-rank ones. But anyway, join us next time when we get started unlocking G-rank Fatalis stuff. See you then, friends.